Welcome, welcome, welcome to Wiley's Comedy Club, the fireworks competition. It's Saturday night. Let's make some noise. All right, we got a fantastic sold-out show for you tonight. Give it up for that. Come on, Wiley, let's start clapping right now. Make some noise for your host and MC.
Hi, Wileys. Give it up for yourselves for coming out and supporting live comedy. So I'm just going to take a wild guess. How many of you have never been to a comedy show before? One guy raises his hand. 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right. Obviously, normally when I ask you a question, you clap. It's a dead giveaway. Me. I'm going to go over the rules for tonight. I'm just going to tell you about what's going on. I know that like 90% of the people in here are here to see one guy. I say guy because, spoiler alert, there are no women on the show except me. Well, it's okay. There are 3 on the next one. They'll be fine. So here's how it works. You guys should have been all given ballots when you walked in. These little handy-dandy pieces of paper. If you did not get one, let your server know. They will bring you one. But this is how the votes will go tonight. You guys, it's your responsibility to vote for your favorite comic. Now, I know this is going to sound really dumb, but I'm going to go over the directions. Because somebody always does this wrong. You ready? You vote for 3 people on this show. 3 people on this list who are here tonight. Not one person 3 times. Not 2 people, and then, oh, I kind of like these 2, so I'm going to color in a square half. 3 people. Oh, and you'll notice there's no write-in ballot. Please don't write in. The lady that looks like Melissa McCarthy and Amy Schumer had a baby that was up first. I get the door money, so I've already won. Yeah, you can clap for that. Absolutely. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yay! Thank you. You did hear right. My name is Karen. Yeah, I'm a white woman in my 40s named Karen. Yeah.
It's another Karen.
Okay, here's how this works also. Thank you for yelling something and trying to help. That was great. Don't do it again. I can handle it, but this is a contest, so that's not fair to the other comics, okay? So, did everybody hear that? We don't yell shit out. Unless they ask you a question, and if you do, y'all are fucking dumb. Don't. Okay, we got it? Got it. All on the same page? Yeah. Okay, let's not try to out Karen all this tonight, because I've had 49 years of practice. I always hated my name as a child. Didn't want to be called Karen. Used to, Mom, why didn't you just name me something cute like Betsy or Carrie or something that starts with an E? And my mom's like, well, we wanted something strong like Karen. I'm like, yeah, but when people call me, they're like, oh, hey, Carrie, hey, this, hey, Karen. Man, Karen's. Mom's like, well, we almost named you Beth. Are there any Beths in the audience tonight? Oh, thank God, because they hate this joke. We almost named you Beth. I said, Beth? Ugh. All the Beths I know are fat and sad. I'm not sad, okay? Fat as hell, though. Took a job during the pandemic. By the way, happy no masks, right? Feels so good to share regular germs again, doesn't it? Yeah, I couldn't do this all the time, so I took a job during the pandemic. I'm a Karen, and I'm a retail manager. Yeah, thank you, because it sucks so bad. I manage something called, well, I can't really say the name because I still work there. Let's call it the Schmoopy store. Have you guys? Yeah, I thought it was going to be like Pretty Cake, you know, people just come in and ship things, and, you know, make some copies, whatever. No. I could have gone to medical school for all the human stuff I touch every day. Guy brought in his cable equipment the other day. We returned cable equipment. He brought in his internet router, and apparently he was really, really mad at the cable company. Brought it to me in a box. I put the box down. I opened the box, and the internet router was just covered in short and curlies. For those of you who aren't familiar, pubic hair. Yes, pubic hair. I had to scan a code on it. And I wanted to be like, you know, responsible and like good customer service person. So I was like, oh, there's I was wearing my mask and nothing moved. He finally got what I was trying to signal. And he was like, oh yeah. My bad. And he grabbed him, and he put him in his pocket. I had some questions. How mad are you that your internet speed is lackluster? That you just rip it out of the wall? I mean, I'm assuming that's how it went. I don't know what he used. But you know, I wasn't really sure. Like, that kind of, it really weirded out my day. And on my drive home, I called my dad. My dad's a really positive person. He's always telling me to like look on the bright side kind of guy. I was like, Dad, I got a new one for you. Got an internet router today, and it was covered in pubes. And the guy put him in his pocket. It was weird, Dad. Ever the optimist. My dad's like, well, maybe they weren't his to give away. I love that 2 people clapped for that. Yes, clap for my dad. That was... We're gonna have fun tonight, guys. Because I'm pretty sure at least one other comic will talk about their nethers up here. And hopefully they'll be met with the same stunned silence that I am. So you guys, I know this is a competition, but I really want you to start clapping for everybody when they get up here. I don't know if all of you have already done stand-up comedy and you don't think it's hard, that's fine. But I can tell you that they're all freaking out right now to stand up here and talk for 5 minutes of jokes that they wrote for you. So we're gonna be really supportive, right? And we're also going to be really supportive with the staff because there are a metric crap ton of you here. And they're working really hard. Thank you. That's not what I meant. You guys can clap for them, sure, but give them money. To Tip them well, please. They're my friends, and if you don't tip them well, I'll never be allowed back. So please do that. Are you guys ready to start the show? Okay, before I get it started, really quickly, there are 2 comics that are not going to be here tonight. I'm going to tell you who they are at the end when we're doing the voting, but it's Dave Berkey and Tony Foxworthy. If you have your lists out and you want to cross them out, great. I will revisit that after the show. So, without further ado, are we ready? Is our first comic on deck tonight? All right, I'm going to announce everybody from the back except this guy. This guy is very funny. Please give it up for the very funny Michael Williams.
How y'all doing, Dayton? God damn, these lights are bright, officer. Jesus Christ. Let's get rid of all this shit. Y'all enjoying post-COVID? Yeah. You get rid of the mask. You can go back to half washing your hands. All COVID. I've never seen one single soul wash their hands for 20 damn seconds. That's too damn long to be washing your hands. Also, with all the water conservation, the water doesn't even run that long. Jeez Louise. Happy belated Father's Day to all the dads in here. Yeah. I miss my dad, but if I seen him today, I'd probably run like hell. Because he's been dead for over 20 years. What do you say to a guy like that, you know? Hey, Dad, how have you been? Dad, why are you so cold? Dad, say something. Fine, you're dead to me anyway. My dad died of advanced lung cancer that spread to his brain. The doctor said he had 3 lemon-sized tumors in his brain, which had to suck for my dad because my dad hated lemons. You know, I'm a smoker, and smoking's bad, but you know, I'm not a quitter because quitters never win, honest. And, you know, I mean, truthfully, I'm also an alcoholic, so I got that to battle. But, you know, if the cigarettes don't kill me, the alcoholism in VD definitely will. Oh, this is great, folks. I'm looking around the audience, I'm like, oh shit, this ain't gonna be my night. It's a bunch of wholesome looking people in here, people with actually morals and values. It's not who I am internally. I'm in a relationship and I love my woman to death, but I'm at that point to where if things don't work out, I'd rather just pay for it. I mean, honest. Like, I mean, think about it, you know? You pay for it, you get what you want, she gets what she wants, and you both go your separate ways with as little words spoken and eye contact as humanly possible. I mean, I used to have this thing, you know, when I was a little younger, I used to think, like, I couldn't talk to a woman if she was so many years younger than me, you know, because I felt like we didn't have anything to talk about. But now, I'm in my 40s. I don't want to talk. Who the fuck wants to talk? The only thing we got to talk about is, do you swallow, do you do anal, and how much it's going to cost me? And if you don't do the first 2, I'm taking my money elsewhere, sir. Now I'm getting older, and getting older has definitely changed my perspectives on a lot of things, you know. And I mean, like watching porn. You know, like getting older has changed the way I watch porn. Like, I love women, and I think a woman's imperfections is what makes a woman perfect in every way. With that said, I'm definitely watching a lot of older women in BBWs. Like, think about this, you know. How many of you have ever been to a lake or a pond and threw a pebble into the lake and just watched it skip? Y'all know that ripples it makes? Skinny women can't do that. Can't do that at all. Getting older has taught me that I'm really into bigger women. It's a fact of life. One of the things I hate most about hemorrhoids, one of the changes you go through, sad fact of life, my asshole is literally swollen open, folks. It's like a closed fist. I mean, seriously, have you ever farted and thought you might have been a gunshot victim? You know, the thing about hemorrhoids, though, is it's a good thing that it happens when you're older and not when you're younger. Can you imagine being out on a first date? Oh, shit, baby. I have to stop. We got to stop by the laundromat. My boxers are ruined. I sure am hungry. How about you? I have been Michael Williams. This has been awesome, folks. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Okay, everybody be quiet. We gotta make this quick. It's getting dark and I'm in Dayton. It's funny because it's true. Look at me talking shit. I'm from Cleveland. I should just get shot for going back. I'm going to assume that everybody in here is vaccinated. Go ahead and just assume that. Don't clap. Nah, fuck that. We all knew what happened at the beginning. We all knew, we like, oh, we got a vaccine. And people are like, I ain't taking it. You ain't putting no chip in me. You ain't gonna know where I'm going. Had an uncle yell at me when I came over. I was like, hey, he's like, did you get vaccinated? I was like, yeah. You ain't gonna track them in my house. I don't want them to know what you doing. I was like, this ain't the Matrix, bitch. What they gonna know? I go to Wendy's way too much at 2:30 at night. I don't think I'm not the one. Oh, God. But then what made it great, everybody was complaining, we ain't getting it, we ain't getting it. Then it was like, if you take the shot, you get $1 million. Everyone's attitude changed quick. People went from, you ain't tracking me, to, you know, we haven't had dinners at grandma's house in over a year. Maybe we should do something for the family. And that right there just proved we as humans cannot be trusted with large amounts of money. We need to get rid of the lottery. It ain't worth it. You don't believe me? Prime example. There's a movie called The Box. If you ain't seen it, here's the premise. This old man shows up to a door and meets this couple, and he says, in this box is a button. And if you hit this button, you get $1 million. But someone randomly dies somewhere in the world. And they spend 90 minutes trying to figure out how to get the money and save this person's life. We can't do that shit. We gonna be honest, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If an old man shows up to my house and he hits me with a button that's gonna give me money, I'm gonna hit that shit like it's the Contra code, okay? I'm gonna be at the front door. He's gonna be talking like, in this box is a button. If you press it, you get $1 million. But, sir, let me finish the instructions. In this box is $1 million. You press this button, you get $1 million. But is that 4 million? Sir, you just killed 4 people. And I was already a paranoid person before the pandemic, and then all this happened. I just went by my life as it was. But then people getting vaccinated and then going back to work. And there's always that one person who over the top did it, got vaccinated and thought she can just start touching shit like she finally wasn't blind anymore. She came to work and saw me, and apparently I was the first person she saw that she knew after getting vaccinated. And she was like, oh, baby, come here. I was just like, what are you doing? I want to hug you. I was like, negative, Ghost Rider. Pattern is closed. This is not how that shit works. Which is weird because I haven't touched a woman in a long, long time, so I should have let that shit happen. And it's not that I can't meet a woman. I think I'm a 7, I'm a 9 when I don't open my mouth. And I know my worth. Shit. I watch Wait and Exhale. I know what to do. But no, I'm stupid. But I remember, I actually tried to, talk to a woman once, and I went up to her, and I went up there with a very polite manner. I said, hey, how's it going? My name's Tony. It's nice to meet you. She went, no. There's always a window of opportunity. This son of a bitch closed it. didn't know you could physically do that. And I get it. It was a Midwestern woman. I'm skinny, and I am not that attractive to Midwestern women. And I realized something else too, and it's just weird. Hi, how you doing? Can I see your purse for a second? It's okay. You're kind of far. I can't walk over to grab it. Thank you. We all saw that, right? I might be attractive, but I'm also so skinny, I no longer scare white women. Hey, I'm Spider Jones. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good? They said, hey, Kevin, you want to be the first white comic on the show? And I was like, sure, what could go wrong? Nope, just fucking around. You guys, you guys are cool. No, you guys ever heard of Hardee's by any chance? Sure. Just in case anybody hasn't, Hardee's is a fast food restaurant which for some reason is called Hardee's here and called Carl's Jr.'s literally everywhere else in America. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. But fun fact about Hardee's, it was actually founded in Nazi Germany. No, that's not the fact. That's I'm fucking around again. The fun fact is that Hardee's actually serves ice cream. And you might not know this because they don't put it on the menu because they really don't want to make that shit. I swear to God, they do not want to make this ice cream. And I know that because I heard through the grapevine that Hardee's, had ice cream. And I was like, I got to check this shit out. So I showed up at the drive-thru and I was like, I'll take a, Western bacon cheeseburger, French fry, and ice cream. Like I just kind of threw it out there, And they were like, fuck. God damn it. What motherfucker told this guy about the ice cream? Jesus Christ. They just freaked the fuck out. I think that like 2 employees like quit on the spot. They just fucking walked. They're like, this is above my pay grade. I'll just go back on unemployment. Fuck it, I don't care. But no, like, it does make you wonder, like, what is the ice cream making process at Hardee's? Like, what does it entail? Like, do you have to, like, solve a Rubik's Cube, which then unlocks a vault, and the vault's got, like, mountain climbing equipment in it, and then you got to put it on and climb Mount Everest to get the ice cream scoop? I don't fucking know. It's bad. But whatever it is, it's got to be terrible. Because I swear to God, guys, these people would rather peg their own grandpa than fucking make this ice cream. That's, is that a bad analogy? I'm sorry, let me rephrase. They'd rather run the Boston Marathon as a human centipede in 2013 than fucking make this ice cream. I feel like that's more appropriate. No, it's bad. But they reluctantly agreed. They were like, yeah, we'll make your goddamn ice cream. Just pull around. So I did, and they practically fucking chucked it at my face. They were so pissed. And then I ate it, and it was fucking delicious. It was amazing. I was like, why do these people hate doing this so much? They're awesome at it, And so I decided in that moment, I was like, I'm going to fucking come back every day. This is an opportunity to enjoy delicious ice cream and piss people off. I can't pass that up. So that's what I did. I started coming back every day. Noon I'd show up like, hey guys, it's Kevin, and they'd be like, God damn it! Like every time, they just still super pissed. And they'd give me the ice cream. So I continue to do that. I swear to God, guys, sorry, I got to elaborate on this a little bit. I feel like 100% of the employees at this Hardee's want me to get cancer, And, I mean, it's going to happen. I'm eating Hardee's, but they want it to happen sooner, They want it to happen very soon. So this was all going good until yesterday. I pull into, Hardee's, and I'm like, hey, guys, I'll have my usual. And they're like, yeah, we can't give you ice cream today. And I'm like, why the fuck not? Like, I instantly got way more mad than I should have. Like, it was a little disproportionate. And the lady goes, because it's frozen. I was like, yeah, that's how I like it. I don't understand what the problem is. She's like, no, you don't understand. It's frozen solid. I was like, yeah, all I'm hearing is that it hasn't melted yet, which is awesome. So just fucking give it to me. And then she was like, what I'm trying to say is we put it in the freezer too long. I was like, listen, Tanya, I'm not an ice cream expert, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to leave ice cream in the freezer all the time, And she goes, All right, we got ice cream. I was like, what the fuck? Like, was that their attempt to try and get me to go away? Like, did they think that was going to work? Let me talk to Hardee's for a minute. You guys don't have to listen to this if you don't want to. I'm just talking to Hardee's. Listen, Hardee's. Your secret ice cream is all I got left. My girlfriend's moving away, my dog is sick, and I'm about to lose a comedy competition because all I did was fucking talk about Hardee's the whole time. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back every day for the next 5 to 10 years, depending on when the cancer starts. Thanks so much, guys. My name's Kevin Rupert. Have a good night.
What's up, guys? My name is Robert Black. So, as a comedian, I've been trying to grow and do different things. So tonight, I want to try some clean comedy. Let's just see how it goes. Knock, knock. You know what I think the worst thing about necrophilia has to be? Having to do all the work. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a lazy lay. It's just you can't expect a man of my heft to do both exercise and ejaculate gracefully. It's just how it is. My legs lock up, my back gets stiff, I end up looking like a dolphin who's like dying on the beach, just I did LSD for the first time when I was 10. There's no joke or story there. I just thought you were wondering what the fuck is wrong with me. I'm 100% sure, though, that shit's genetic. True story, my dad was kicked out of a senior living apartment because he was cooking meth. I don't think you heard me. My father was evicted from an old folks home for manufacturing methamphetamine. It's like Breaking Bad, but instead of selling the meth, he just smoked it, then wandered the streets looking for scrap metal. I recently got a divorce. No, you clap for divorce. It's a good thing. Whenever you tell people you got divorced, though, they always assume it was some big dramatic thing, which it really wasn't. We just wanted different things. You know, I'm a homebody. I like to make dinner and watch a movie on a Friday night, and she wanted a big black dick. And unfortunately, I don't have a big black dick. Never have, never will. One thing I will always... Shut up, Mom. One thing I will always have, though, is white privilege. Now, look, I didn't ask for white privilege. It was thrust upon me. The funny thing about white privilege, though, is that there's a lot of white people who don't think it's a real thing, and I just don't think those people are committing enough crimes. Come on, get out there. Go shoplift. Go sell your grandma's pain pills. Go shit on the floor at Yankee Candle. I'm not saying you won't get caught. I'm just saying you probably won't go to jail. Probably. I mean, don't go storm a government building. That's too white. The funny thing is, though, when I was watching that, I felt like I knew some of those guys personally. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of Trump flags flying around still. You know... Okay. You know the guys, they have the Don't Tread on Me sticker next to the Blue Lives Matter sticker, and some of them throw a Confederate flag on there just so you don't have to wonder anymore. The thing that kills me about these guys, though, is like if you ask, they always own like so many guns, and if you ask them any particular reason why they bought one of those guns, it's never just a direct answer. It's always, well, if I go to Walmart and some shit pops off, I can run back to my truck and go grab that and go handle that shit. And I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna leave. If shit pops off at Walmart and I make it all the way out to the parking lot, I'm gonna dip. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna bleed out all over the $5 DVD bin, okay? I'm not dying for everyday low prices. I'm sorry. Oh. Do you guys remember in school when they used to have that thing where if you read so many books, you got a coupon for a free pizza? Maybe that's how we should sell guns. Just imagine it. All these rednecks at the gun range, all putting their guns down to engage in some conversation about their favorite Harry Potter book. I mean, that's my America. But then again, what do I know? I did acid when I was 10. All right, guys, that's my time. I'm Robert Black. Thank you so much.
All right, asshole, let's do this. All right, fuck you. What the fuck? Hey now. I would like to start off by saying I am 17. So if I do win this, every other comedian here has made a horrible career decision. I am here because my mom made me come here, so yeah, I could be out with my friends doing drugs and fighting homeless people, but no, I'm doing below average stand-up comedy for drunk strangers, so. As you can tell, I am obviously a virgin, which, you know, it sucks though, because like my parents would always talk about the importance of like safe sex, and it turns out they could have just not told me any of that. I would have been fine. Yeah, apparently it's actually like really hard to get an STD if you just don't have sex. So, it also doesn't help. I have a crippling gluten allergy, and that's never hot. Like no girl's ever like, oh my God, isn't it so hot the way someone gets insane diarrhea from eating a regular piece of bread? Like that's not hot. That's not a hot trait. And the closest thing I've had to like a sexual experience was when I was little. Like I got chased by a horse with an erection, which was terrifying, you know, and also not the kind of sex I'm into, to be quite frank. Another time was I was at the doctor's office. I got a boner during a testicular exam, which he was not fucking cool with that. He was really angry actually. Yeah, like the only way I'd explain it was like his face. It was like he was thinking, I'm not hungry anymore. You know, it wasn't appealed. You know, though, it's probably for the best. Like, God forbid I actually have a child, you know? Like, I'm too irresponsible. It's gonna die, you know? And then I'll go to prison where not having sex will be the least of my problems. And also, like, if he does live, he's not gonna contribute to society, all right? He's probably gonna join ISIS, to be honest. All right, yep, that, you know, it's a new one, whatever. This is a weird transition, but I was watching porn recently. There was this ad that came on, and it was like, "Are you alone?" And I was like, "Well, fucking obviously I'm alone. That's why I'm watching porn. It's not a group activity. You know, I'm not Louis C.K. I have class. You know." So there's also this weird thing, like if you have questions with girls, you know, you ask your dad if you're a guy, and I never thought that made sense. Why wouldn't you ask your mom? She's an actual girl, you know. And also my dad, his advice isn't always the greatest. Like he's like this big Marine, and I one time asked him like, "Hey Dad, how do I get a girl to like me?" And just out of nowhere he said, "All right, so what you want to do? You want to get the girl's pussy and give like 4 swift punches and then go like, ah!" I was like, "Oh, what? Ah, Jesus, it's not." And then you're like, first of all, that's not even what I was asking. Second of all, like now I understand why you're divorced. That's all my time, yeah.
How funny was he? Oh my God. I'm just trying to suck up for votes. That's what I'm doing. I am a pile of garbage. I am an awful person. Dropped out of community college 2 classes short of an associate's degree, which is like tripping and falling at the finish line of mediocrity. It's like finishing 7th place in a junior varsity track meet. Well, at least Zach gingerly jogged in the correct direction this time. Let's get him a juice box. I was going to get my associates in journalism, which is a direct pipeline to unemployment. I'm actually going back to school for my degree now. And a lot of people say college kids nowadays are offended by everything, which is true. They were offended by my New Balance tennis shoes, my crap lousy face, and the wet fart I ripped on the first day of class, which sounded like a French horn and smelled like the reed of a street musician's clarinet. And you may not like that joke, but it does have 2 of the 4 musical instrument groups in it. I don't know the other 2 because I dropped out of community college, but yeah. Went to the Olive Garden recently because when you're there, you're sad. You're sad when you. That's what happens. Olive Garden's great if you call it Italian food, or you call it a restaurant, or you like to clean your table using a wash rag, or you like to look outside through the window, and you probably would enjoy the Olive Garden. Had their finest of all their boxed wines. It was a vintage yesterday. Came from the nicest of all the Detroit wineries. Had notes of vinaigrette and regret. It's like every experience at the Olive Garden, because when you're there, you're sad. Right? Yeah, I tried their new pasta they have at the Olive Garden. It's great. It's called the Mussolini. They string it upside down and have Italian people beat and spit on the noodle to tenderize it. It comes in this red sauce that's to die for, guys. Yeah, that's fun. I'm fat, if you couldn't see me. I'm a big old fatty McFatterton of Fatville. Yeah. Been trying to lose weight, though. Been trying. Quarter pound at a time, lifting. Been doing a lot of planks, but apparently chicken planks don't help you lose weight, Who would have guessed, right? Yeah, I've been trying, man. I'm just like the human version of eggnog, just pasty and thick and come around seasonally to annoy people and gross them out. That's what I do. It's getting really bad, though. Other day I walked out of the shower and I looked in the mirror and I got a boner staring at my own tits. Because these tits are fire. Yeah. Like my favorite Taco Bell sauce, guys. These are fire. Yeah. It's I just want to find a woman that has boobs that are as nice as mine. With slightly less hair and one less nipple. And that's all negotiable. I am not picky. I know it's getting bad because every time I drop change now I have to make a business decision. Like, oh, that dime is not worth the back pain. I'm not bending over for anything less than a quarter. Basically become my great-great-grandma. Grams was a Depression-era hooker. Apparently, FDR had a huge veiny cock in between those polio-riddled legs. And he liked to make it to where Eleanor couldn't walk. That was his kink. And that's the perfect intersection of my comedy. It's like historical reference, dick joke, and then there's me just like, yeah. Thanks, guys. That's my time.
Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me, ma'am. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. Look me dead in the eyes and say you're not going to vote for me. Dead in the eyes, like sexually look me in the goddamn eyes like we're in a cum triangle and say you're not going to. Don't vote for me. Do not vote for me. Like, my favorite character in The Lion King is Scar because he killed Mufasa. Don't vote for me. Like, I love the live-action remake of The Lion King. Don't vote for me. Whenever I come, my dick plays Nickelback music. Don't vote for me. Whenever I make love to my wife, I whisper recipes and my ex's names in her ear. Don't fucking vote for me. If my 76-year-old grandma was any more active, she'd be alive. And she still wouldn't vote for me. My favorite pickup line is, maybe you can vote for me. Does anybody else turn their volume down in their car right after they hit somebody? I do. Don't fucking vote for me. Yeah, that's the message. Don't vote for me. Let's see here. Oh, this is fucking fun. When I was a kid, I purposely started in a forest fire. Sorry, Smokey the Bear. Don't fucking vote for me. You guys get it yet? Don't vote for me. Thank you. Thank you so goddamn much. I go to my jokes now. I have all my bills set up on auto decline. Don't fucking vote for me. I took a first date to Applebee's because I didn't want to take her on a second date. Don't fucking vote for me. Sometimes I wear a wife beater all the time to keep my wife on her tippy toes. Don't fucking vote for me. I can fix the McDonald's ice cream machine, but I fucking don't. Don't fucking vote for me. Whew, this is difficult. This is really fucking... I say the N-word in my dreams. Don't fucking vote for me. I strictly go to orphanages to drop children off. Don't fucking vote for me. I have a tattoo of a Confederate flag on my asshole because I am a piece of shit. Don't tread on me. And don't fucking vote for me. This is fucking weird. I still have a political yard sign from fucking 2000. I fucked that joke up, next goddamn joke. Like, I root for the pedophiles and to catch a predator to get away. Don't fucking vote for me. Oh, how much more time I got, Karen? Minute and a half. This is all hard. You guys are fucking weird. Anyways. Video games are becoming so realistic. And being a soldier is amazing. Like, that soldier game, Call of Duty, really gives you the full soldier experience. Like, I started playing it, and when I finished, I found out my wife was cheating on me the entire time. And I'm afraid of loud noises. Don't fucking vote for me. You guys have been thinking I've been looking at my jokes the entire time, but actually I drew a picture of a stick figure with huge knockers on my fucking notebook to look at. Don't fucking vote for me. I eat candy corn the same way I eat ass. On accident because I'm not paying attention. Don't fucking vote for me. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. You guys have the great rest of the night.
white man always trying to bring a nigga down, always. literally, nigga. That was, give it up for Mike, man. That's my dude. Give it up for Mike. I would give Kevin his beer back, but I'm under 21. I ain't allowed to touch his shit. I just put that back. Mike's crazy. I love Mike. I don't care what he says. He doesn't just say the N-word in his dreams. That nigga says it in real life too. The white woman wasn't amused by that at all. You guys are racist. She wasn't amused. You guys been having a good time? It's cool, man. I love doing comedy is one of my favorite things. I love doing stand-up because you get to be in different areas a lot. Like sometimes I'll do shows in the hood and I'll do shows in like the country. Back-to-back days, I'll do it. Yeah, it's weird. It's fucking weird. Like, but help me realize something. Help me realize that black people and rednecks were really the same people. Hear me out, black lady in the front row. We're really, she's like, no, nigga, hear it out. We're really the same people. Like, think about it. We both love guns. Number one. We both love drinking. And we both love saying the N-word. So I don't know why we can't get along now. Oh shit, y'all should have seen it, nigga. I had this white dude for real. He thought I was gonna say something bringing us all together and progressiveness. Like, no, nigga, white people's racist. That's a joke. That's it. I'm an asshole. I had you though. I fucking had you. I'm a dick. Y'all happy that the masks are over? We don't gotta wear them anymore? Yeah. Y'all missed it. This motherfucker put a shirt over his face, right? He doesn't care. He's cool. No, I care. I worked at a convenience store. I hated it. Because people would come in, sometimes no mask on, run on the fucking mouth. You didn't understand. Too much. So when they went away, I was really happy. But like a customer that's a regular that I see all the time, he walked into the store. You can answer a text, bro. But it's like, fuck it, nigga. This is just my career. I don't give a shit. But look, he walked into the... and he answered it, nigga. It's ringing and shit. He just... Like, what pussy is you about to get, son? Like, what? Like, fuck this nigga up here. He was the regular at the store. No, but seriously. No, this guy, you can turn it off now, man. The pit's over. No, that was me, guys. It was actually. Doesn't that make it so fucking crazy now? He probably thought I was insane. No, you cool, bro. What's your name? Kenneth? Hey, give up for Kenneth. We played that. No, but for real though, the regular walked in to finish this up. The regular walked into the store, and it's weird running into someone without a mask that you met during COVID. It's fucking weird. Like they walk in, you like, damn, nigga, I know you for a whole year. You got a mustache? Like you don't know anything about this person. He walked in, he was excited. I'm not wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask. He's walking in like, oh, hey, I can finally see your smile. Oh. You know, I gotta pretend like I'm doing the customer saying like, here's the store you want. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But literally, I'm not making this up. He walked through the store. This is literally what he did. This is what he did. He walked around the store. He was just like, oh, man. Aren't you glad these masks are finally gone? Nigga, not now, no. You wear a mask for the rest of your life, sir. I'm gonna leave out on this. I was kicking it outside the comedy club here one night, and sometimes if you have a good set, people will come up to you and be nice and everything, like, hey, good set. And I was like, oh, thank you, I really appreciate it. And it's like, yeah, man, I really like your hair. I was like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. It's like, yeah, you look like Bob Marley if every little thing wasn't gonna be all right. I was like, and that was Mike Wells, so don't vote for him. All right, peace.
Thank you. I love doing comedy. It always reminds me of when I was really little, and my mom used to make me laugh using reverse psychology. You know, she would just look at me and go, don't you laugh, don't you laugh, and I would, you know. But that really backfired on her when I got into high school. She was like, don't you do drugs, don't you do drugs, like, oh, I'm gonna, I am gonna do drugs. I bought an Amazon Echo. They're really cool, do all kinds of stuff. And when you first get it, the wake word, or the word you say to turn it on, is Alexa. But you can change the wake word. And I changed mine to bitch. And I regret nothing. I'll be sitting around the house like, bitch, put bacon on my shopping list. Putting bacon on your shopping list. I'll wake up in the morning like, oh, bitch, shut up. Shutting up. It's a lot of fun. The problem is that I do forget to tell people that I've done this, you know. And so I was cooking dinner with my mother-in-law when she hands me a casserole and says, put this in the oven for 30 minutes. I said, bitch, set a timer for 30 minutes. The situation was further complicated by the fact that we were not at my house. I don't know. One thing. She says, excuse me. So now I have a decision to make. I can either look like a jackass, or I can explain myself and look like an idiot. Well, let me tell you, I am tired of looking like an idiot. So I said, did I stutter? And I slapped her on the ass. Thank you. We burnt the casserole, in case you were wondering. I'm from a tiny town where nothing ever happens, so it was a big deal when we got a foreign exchange student from Japan in the 4th grade. You know, it was really cool though. I got to learn about his culture, he got to learn about ours. You know, up to that point, I had never even heard of a bidet before. But apparently he had never seen a water fountain, so... Oh, it was awkward. Okay. Are we dog people? Clap if you like dogs. Yes, you should all be clapping. Dogs are amazing. I have 2 dogs. I have a corgi named Cornelius and a pit bull named Aurora. And even though the corgi is the mean one, some people are afraid of the pit bull because of her breed. I was doing a cookout a couple weeks ago, and a friend of mine said, hey, I'm not going to bring my kid over unless you lock up the pit bull. It's like, well, first off, I didn't invite your fucking kid, okay? Second, you're worried about the kid? Look, Aurora is incredibly sweet. She's never so much as shown her teeth, let alone actually bitten anyone, okay? Come to think of it, though, your kid, on the other hand, has been in this biting phase for like 3 years. He's 13. He should be put down. Am I right? Yes. Thank you. I live in a duplex, so my neighbor's not crazy about the idea of me having a dog. But they're louder than the dogs are, so to hell with them. Okay. Last night was a good example. They were up, they were fighting, which is pretty typical. They fight a lot. And what I was hearing through the drywall is that the guy has been having an affair. He ends up leaving. It's like 2 in the morning, and she is bawling, and I mean letting it loose. And I know that I'm not going to get to sleep because I can't stand to hear a woman cry. I don't have that in me. So finally, I got up. I went next door. I knocked. She answered, and I said, "Hey, shut up." How many people here have played the game Cards Against Humanity? Very good. I'm here to tell you to not play that game. with your grandma. Okay. See, I was playing that game with my grandma, and she goes, Trey, I don't know what the word on this card is, but I've got nothing else to play, so I'm just going to put it down. And the word on that card was bukkake. She goes, Trey, what does that mean? So I was honest with her, and I said, I don't know. But hey, let's look it up. Worst part is we do, and she goes, oh, that, yeah. Yeah, we never called it that. Thank you very much. My name's Trey Alex. Have a good night.
We do have a tie. So 4 people will be advancing out of 9. Yeah. So, well, in no particular order, we have Spider Jones, Jarrell Beeman, Trey Eilers, and Soren Allward. Come on up to the stage, you guys. Come on, winners. Come on. I wasn't kidding. Come on. If you guys want to buy these t-shirts, I am selling them. They're $20. Proceeds go to, me. I'm a poor comic. But see me after the show. We are going to be going out these doors right here. And if you want to buy a t-shirt or anything, just let me know before you leave. If you have to go to the bathroom, just leave and then, maybe come back or something. If you have tickets to the second show, we do have another show starting at 9:30. You can come to that. Just leave and come back. Once again, give it up for your winners. They'll be on the finals tomorrow night. If you want tickets, get them now. That show always sells out. Go to wileyscomedy.com to buy those. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.
You guys keep it going for Karen. She's taking shit literally on and off the clock, guys. Just keep it going for her. Let's get into it, guys. I'm light-skinned. I don't know if you guys can tell. It sucks sometimes. For instance, a dark person the other day called me a diet black man. And whenever a white girl gets back from vacation, pretty much this whole table, the first thing they do is they always go like, put your arm out. I'm darker than you, put your arm out. And it doesn't work like that. I wish it did. Like, I want to go to Pigeon Forge and come back a white woman, Ooh. That's like strike 5 for Beth. I don't care. I don't care. You're good. Fun fact, I should do this. I look like a club bouncer, right? Like, I should probably enforce that shit. I just don't. I look like I went to like college to be a bouncer, I didn't even play a sport in high school. Like, the reason I got this big, I got choked out by my older cousin when I was like 16. Choked me out cold. And I devoted like the next 3 years of my life to get bigger so I could kick his ass. And that was way cheaper than therapy. Anyways, I did that. Took about 3-4 years, and he actually got cancer. And it sucked because I devoted all this time, and now to choke him, all I gotta do is just squeeze this little tube. All right, this is a joke. He doesn't actually have cancer. He does not have cancer. He just sucks, bro. Like, he's the worst. I'm gonna get you guys on my level. So, I was at my brother's bachelor party, and we were listening to Lil Nas X, and he goes like, hey, turn that gay shit off. It's just music, right? But he's very homophobic. And it's weird because he's a bodybuilder in Atlanta that works part-time at Kohl's. That's objectively the gayest thing you've ever heard, right? I went through a little bit of a breakup recently. It was, thank you. It was hard for me. It was hard because she didn't like cheat or anything. She didn't do much. So she didn't cook, clean, or know how to drive. And all those are fine. Like, you do things at your own pace. But she was a Wiccan. I don't know if you guys know what Wiccans are, but she's like believes in like witches and like seances and stuff. And that's fine. Like, believe what you want. But you can't believe in witches and be unemployed, you know? You have to pick one or the other. She wanted to do a seance, so she wanted to... Both my parents have passed away, so she wanted to do a seance to summon my parents so we could talk. And I didn't know how to tell her. I didn't want her to meet my parents. I think we have time for one more joke, and then we'll get on here. So I went to Catholic school all my life. It was always just me and my brother. We were the only two black kids in the whole school. And every year before school start, the teachers, the principals, everybody would always go like, "Hey, are you guys playing basketball?" Like, of course. We're also going to break dance in a talent show, you know? But it was weird being Catholic school. Like, we had certain values that we like was like raised on. For instance, up until the age I was like 16, I was actually pro-life until I met my first girlfriend. I met someone whose parents should have had a choice, you know? All right, guys, you guys have been great. My name's Alex Taylor.
Give it up for Alex, guys. Great. Guys, I look like I got 50 cents a day, but I got it for way too long. And now the Andersons want their money back. Great. Great, guys. Nice. I stepped on my scale the other day, and it just turned off. Like, it might as well have said, "Hey, we know you had fries at 3 a.m. Go on a run." Great, not a running crowd. I could tell you guys aren't running people. I really like listening to SoundCloud ads. Every SoundCloud ad, SoundCloud, the app, it's the streaming service. Every SoundCloud ad goes, "Hey, you 25-year-old piece of shit. Your rap career isn't going anywhere. Enroll into online janitor school today." McDonald's 2 for $5s are back. Guys, I got my vaccine. I got it at a Kroger. You know, the same place where you could get a pregnancy test and Doritos? Kroger. Carrie with missing teeth spit on my arm, then stabbed me twice. And I asked her, I was like, "Hey, is it Moderna?" And she said, "No, heroin." I walked into a coffee shop without a mask. Some lady tried to hand me a mask, and I did a Dikembe Mutombo. I was like, no, not today. Medium cold brew, light oat. Lost you guys there. Solid. I have the upper body strength of an old lady. Same, you could relate. I saw an old lady the other day. She was hunchbacked. She was shaped like an umbrella. She was also really old. Do you want to know how old she was? She remembers voting for the first time. This lady tried to open a door and looked at me for help, and I was like, "Dude, I can't help you. We have the exact same problem. Why do the doors weigh 50 pounds more all of a sudden? What's going on with that? You guys don't have the upper body strength of a lady that remembers the Gettysburg Address? No? You guys don't? You guys have normal people problems? Not me. Not me. It sucks. Guys, sometimes I feel sad. Then I remember that Derek Chauvin is probably getting raped by a black dude wearing a crop top every night. Now that's good raping. That's every time I get a parking ticket, I'm like, yeah, I have to pay $50. But Derek has lockjaw. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Derek gets fucked in the ass like the sisters in Shawshank. Every night. It's just lovely. It's definitely lovely. You guys don't mind. I enjoy that a lot. It really makes me happy. It makes me. I really like playing Fortnite. Anybody play Fortnite? You guys don't seem like a young crowd. You guys aren't 12-year-olds. You have real responsibilities. I like playing Fortnite because there's something so beautiful about killing people in cartoon Switzerland. Bachelorette party isn't into it. She's just enjoying her nachos or something. She's a streamer. She looks like you're a streamer friend too. She's like, yeah, I make my money off Twitch. Like, you lucky bitch, I have to work at a factory. Guys, I really want to live in the hood just so I could see wig snatchings. Wig snatching, for those of you who don't know, is when a woman's wig falls off her head or she gets into a fight over a light-skinned guy named Jordan. Wig falls off and everyone in a 5-mile radius loses their shit. I would like to live in the hood for that reason. I'd change my name to Shirley. I'd wear a bonnet, a robe, and I'd always have a mug with red wine in it. And every Saturday night when the wigs are out, I'd look out my window, red wine in hand, and say, That's in my time. Thank you guys so much. Please give it up for your host.
Hi, I'm Marty. My friend's here tonight. I haven't seen him in over 30 years. He asked me how I've been. I told him I got diagnosed with schizophrenia, my parents died, and I work at McDonald's. He said, ooh, sorry about McDonald's. I had my palm read. She said I was going to die. I don't believe in that stuff, even though she was a dermatologist. The one thing I like about kids is I don't have any. As of today, I'm debt-free. I went bankrupt. Ever been logged off a website due to inactivity? I wish my gym membership did that. Chicks dig mentally ill guys. That's what my cats tell me. I saw a bunch of flat earthers playing basketball. They were using a frisbee. There's a lot of awkward moments when you're schizophrenic, like when you jump off a bridge to kill yourself and just break your legs. It's awkward when you have to call a cab and try and explain why you only need a ride to the top of the bridge. My doctor told me I was self-medicating myself with alcohol, so I quit drinking. And I got a message for those of you who might be self-medicating yourself with alcohol. Drink up, because I've been miserable ever since I quit. I went to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and I won a 50-50 raffle. Now I have to go to Gamblers Anonymous. In 2005, researchers found that the cat virus T. gondii gets into cat poop and causes a condition in humans known as toxoplasmosis. And toxoplasmosis has caused over 80% of the cases of schizophrenia. However, new research has found that it's now safe to own cats. If the new research is true, I've been killing cats all these years for no reason. When I was young, I asked for a puppy and I got a cat. That's like asking for an Xbox and getting a cat. I can't play with this. My doctor prescribed me Viagra. It's 5 pills for only $10. That's just $2 per Kardashian. I had a girlfriend in the mental hospital. We never really broke up. We both underwent shock treatments and forgot we were dating. That was a problem. I used to forget things in the mental hospital, like loaning some really creepy guy named Jeff $5 and forgetting who I loaned it to after shock treatments. So I got smart, started writing things down I needed to remember after shock treatments. And here's a list from about 30 years ago. Stop eating so much, you fat ass. Vanilla Ice rocks. And Jeffrey Dahmer owes you $5. The word homophobic is being misused. It doesn't mean to hate gays, it means fear of gays. The word for hating gays is Republican. I'm glad you liked that joke because I bought it from Jussie Smollett for $3,500. My sister caught her son smoking pot. She told me to tell her son the reason I'm schizo is from smoking pot. So I told my nephew the reason I'm schizo is from smoking pot. You should smoke crack. I took the driver's test yesterday. The instructor told me to imagine the cones were people. I ran one over, so I took off. I have herpes. Don't judge me, I got it from a wrestling mat. I asked my doctor what I can do about it. He said, stop having sex on wrestling mats. Now I have to tell my wrestling coach no means no. That's it, I'm Mark Malloy.
Hey, so I actually ran over a cone the other day too. I thought it was just a little kid. But on a serious note, I know it's a comedy show and all, but you know, I saw something pretty crazy in the news recently. This guy got really upset at his 2-year-old son, and he hit his head into the wall and killed him. Like, how could you do? You know, how could you do that? Like, how would you do it? I think I would probably like by the ankles. You think get like some good trajectory? I don't know. I was watching some nature shows recently, and I found out some good news for us. By us, I mean white men. There's a lot of species that have to dance to attract a mate. We don't have to do that, luckily. So some of them actually, they have to set up an entire dance. They have to set up an entire dance floor. They got to clean it, make it real pretty. A bunch of birds, spiders, lizards, and stuff. Luckily, you know, we don't have to do that. But I am going to claim Michael Jackson, though. He's one white guy that can dance. And he didn't start off that way, but I'm claiming him. When he died, he was one of us. So, yeah, I think he was finally ours. So, there are some species that if they don't dance well, they get eaten. The female will eat them. And some, even after they've mated, the female will eat them. Unlike human women who like to do it slowly from the inside over the course of about 50 to 60 years, and then we die because there's nothing inside of us. Speaking of our insides, I had to go to the doctor pretty recently. I had to get a sonogram. Obviously, a lot of the mothers in here, you guys have gone to sonogram, you guys have done that stuff. So I had to go get one. So I'm sitting there in the chair, and they insert the thing. No, I'm kidding. No, so it was a testicular sonogram. So I was having some pain in my testicles, which isn't funny. So I went to the doctor. It's what you should do. So I went in. They said, hey, here's a towel. Here's another towel. Place one over your penis and one under your testicles. Because God forbid he sees my penis when he's doing a sonogram of my testicles. So there I'm laying there. So I went with my wife. She's right here. Very ruggedly handsome young man comes in. He gently puts warm KY on my ball bag, and he's massaging it with a tool, like the sonogram tool. Now, could you guys imagine? So I have children, I got a wife, this handsome young man. Could you guys just imagine? So I'm not gay. That didn't happen, and there's nothing wrong with being gay, but could you imagine the drive home after that? Another thing too, so something, we're very lucky that there are gay men. Because for one, they're some of the only white guys that can dance. For two, that's not somebody I want to compete with for a woman's attention. Most of them are very educated, very intelligent, very well kept, very funny, great dancers. Now imagine, ladies, think for just a second, close your eyes. Guy shows up on time, helps you pick out your outfit, helps you do your makeup, tells you how to do your hair, gets you ready to go out, takes you out. I've been out with my gay friends. We have the best fucking time ever. Best time. And then he brings you home and then doesn't try and fuck you. Can you imagine how good that would be? No. You're not supposed to. People yelling out. Was that Beth? God damn it, Beth. Jeez. So something else you guys might not know. Do you remember those fires in Australia? There was a young woman that sold, this is like pre-OnlyFans, guys. Pre-OnlyFans. She sold nude selfies, and what she would do is, if you showed her a receipt of donating to the wildfires, she would send you nudes. And that just, I high-fived my 12-year-old self, and I said, you know what? I knew porn was going to save the world. All right, guys, thank you very much.
Here we fucking are, everybody. How we doing, Wiley's Comedy Club? Give it up for yourselves. We made it through the pandemic. But I'm Caleb Lee. I have a P at the end of my name instead of a B. So my family was fucked up. PH. Probably thinking to yourselves, is that Chaz Bono's kid? Is that the next school shooter in America? Probably. Is that the fat kid from the Disney movie Up, all grown up? The answer is absolutely fucking right it is, baby. I'm a devout weekend father to a 7-year-old comedic prodigy that I love more than anything. But she fucking bullies me, y'all. Dad, are you ready for your little comedy show? If you win, I want 4 Roblox cards. It's your weekend, but go practice. Go practice. So here I am. I didn't do enough practicing because I missed my kid. So shit happens. But you know, her mother and I, you know, we co-parent tremendously. You know what I mean? Because shit happens. Grandma, you were there. There's only so many side eyes, cold shoulders, other dicks, and sad biscuits and gravy breakfasts a man can take before you go full OJ on a bitch. And now I'm not talking about breakfast. My grandmother, who I love to death, she's an honorary member of Dayton Pussy Club. She gets a newsletter, puts it on the fridge. I'm like, Jesus, Grandma, I just want to come over and have some baked goods. She tells me I could be the Chris Farley of my generation, y'all. But I'm short, obviously. I got these little ass hands. Y'all see it. I'm also not as funny. Have you fucking noticed? But if I learned anything growing up, West Dayton, Gettysburg Avenue, you go out in public, Caucasian, just having a bad hair day. The vast majority in the community is going to assume you're a fucking heroin addict, people. I'm serious. But yet, I'm obese, so I'm always perceived as a brand new customer. Unpunctured veins. That shit's clean. It's clean as veins in Dayton. All my teeth. Laverne, Shirley, do I look good? All my teeth. So I get better deals than a VIP member on Wish.com. A VIP member, because it's China, it's already basically free. God damn, that shit happens. But I'm gonna take that fucking heroin cap and sell it and go get me some Chick-fil-A. Then with the Lord's food in me, I'll fix my hair and quit running into hard bargains for hard drugs. I really need to win this money for Roblox cards, so I hate to admit this to y'all. I was spicy mayonnaise, no pickle away from a heroin addiction. It's like you can't even be white, roll out of bed, meet up with your dealer at the Gettysburg Plaza without another motherfucker in the same exact career field just trying to win over your business, guys. It's like, look, you give me an offer I can't refuse. You throw in some marijuana. Damn, I thought this was Dayton. No love for marijuana? This crowd's Republican. The South will rise. Trump will be back. Like, marijuana, motherfuckers, marijuana. Pharmaceutical morphine. The good kind from the hospital. She gets it. 8 ball of cocaine. You can find it in the bathroom at any dive bar. It's good shit. Y'all, we can make Graham's dreams come true. And I can be like the great Chris Farley right now. Also fucking dead. We dead as fuck. Because of all the drugs. Man. Shit happens. I've been doing comedy like 3 months. I'm out here getting it, baby. Probably the youngest in the competition, besides the other school shooter, you know what I mean? Last thing, and I'll leave y'all with this. Y'all ever notice that Tekashi 6ix9ine looks like all the Fruity Breakfast cereals had a gangbang? In a meth lab. In the back of a tattoo parlor. Don't blame me, blame drugs and Reddit. But I've been Caleb Lee. Thank you all so much.
Oh shit, it's over here. You think I'd know where the freaking microphone... Hey, how is everybody tonight? You doing great? Wonderful! I only got 5 minutes tonight, so I gotta do this really... Keep clapping, I can talk over you, it's fine. Look, I carry around 920 jokes inside of this box. Each one of them are written on a deck of playing cards, and they have different cards in them, and I give a better explanation when I have more time, but I'm wasting funny time. So, randomly, I'm just see decks, okay, there's a couple decks there. I got 4 decks. You, 1, 2, 3, or 4? Anybody over there? 4? 4 it is, okay. I got Broke over here. That's the name of this deck, and we're gonna see how many jokes I can get through in exactly, wait for it, 4 minutes. Should I shuffle it or not? And that's not even a joke, and I'm wasting my damn time. I know, isn't this weird? So, cancel culture, canceling culture canceled. Fuck that joke, it's stupid anyways, I can't say what I'm doing. So, I bought a gorilla the other day, and I was telling my buddy at work about my gorilla, and he's like, well, why'd you get a gorilla? You gonna teach it sign language and talk to it? And I was like, no, I bought it for sex. Why would I want to talk to it? Don't start a tickle fight in the Y, because they will not let you shower there anymore, okay? Just saying. I noticed that my shampoo is extra body control, and I was thinking, if they use it as body wash, people with MS, problem solved, right? Okay, no, we'll try it on Tourette's then. Maybe they'll be better. I was asked what was the first thing I'd do if I woke up as a woman, okay? And I was like, What did you say? Oh, you're not the comic, who cares? That was mean, and I meant it. So, first thing I'm gonna do as a woman is probably apologize to this man over here, but then again, since I'm a woman, no, fuck him, no, geez, that's weird. No, this got out of hand, let's go somewhere else. You know what, oh yeah, see, obviously, you know, it's, my wife apologized to me the other day for being late, and I said, that's okay, sweetie, I just didn't want to pay for another abortion. Oh, I know. Was that wrong, insensitive of me? This is about racing pigeons, and I don't want to tell it. Do we want to hear something about boobs and socks? I don't. How about this one? This is great. Just a fun fact for people. I just want you all to know this. Bob Dylan and Lil Wayne, they are the same person. Did you know that? I don't know. Why would you listen to me? Why didn't the Browns change their name first if everyone got sensitive about names for sports teams? I was at the marriage counselor the other day. No, come on, man. They should have been first. Fuck, man. Jesus. Okay, so I was at the marriage counselor the other day, and then they're not W's. Okay, cool. So at the marriage counselor the other day, the marriage counselor says, what is your definition of trust? 2 cannibals, 60-90, and that would pretty much do it for me. Remember, all my jokes tonight are brought to you by my corporate sponsor. That is right. I am corporately sponsored by a brand of gin. It's for those people that enjoy gin and babies the same way. Shaken, okay? Was that nice? No, but you liked it, didn't you? We won't tell anyone you laughed at it, though. Mushroom stamp, I don't care about that. Sign language. Hey, look, sign language. I bet somebody in here knows what the hell I'm doing, huh? Oh, yeah. Get on Pornhub. It'll be really interesting after. You know, I'm so old and white. Oh, shit. Oh, good. I got more time. Great. I'm so old and white that this kid walked up to me the other day and he's like, hey, man, hit the rock. And I was like, I don't smoke crack, dude. Where the fuck that Molly at, man? Let's get fucked up. Well, man, look, I can't smoke crack, dude. I'm too old, man, the lungs. I mean, look how fast I'm talking. You know, I had a party this past weekend. This woman came to my house as one of my friend's guests, and I'd never met this woman before. And I
stood there and I listened to her look me in the eye and say, "Is this dog fucking fat? Oh my God, why is your dog so fucking fat? Do you have any reason why your dog's fucking fat? Do you ever do anything with your dog? Why you just..." Instead of strangling her, I just looked at her and told her why my dog was fat. He doesn't like fat-free peanut butter when he's licking my balls. I mean, what was I to do? What was I to do? Okay, I got 5 left, and I should be out of here on time, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to leave a fucking mess to clean up afterwards. All right. This is just a tip for you. I feel that dolphins are the Kobe Bryant of the sea. They're both rapers. If you don't use deodorant, you cannot use vape juice to hide that fact. Okay. This is kind of long, but you know what? Fuck it. Caleb brought this up. I also got get hooked on heroin on my to-do list, because you know what? I'm going to get hooked on heroin, and then I'm going to beat heroin. That way I can be so pretentious that I can tell everybody how much better I am than them, drink a lot of fucking energy monster drinks, and I can smoke a lot of fucking vapes, and okay, fuck that. We'll do something else. All right, then. I will let you guys end on this. Don't come to Dayton hating. They don't give a fuck about you, your mama, or your motherfucking drama. They will zip you up. They will shut you up. Peace, one love, the city of Dayton. Have a good evening. I'm Dan Andrick.
All right, y'all, I got 5 minutes. Let's keep the ethnic portion of tonight's programming going. How y'all doing? All right, my name is Marla. I'm from Cleveland, and if you can't tell by my disheveled appearance, I am divorced. My marriage lasted for 3 years, and I was with that man for 6 years, and I'd known him for 13 years. And we were in divorce court, and I'm signing the paperwork, crossing my T's, dotting my I's, and this man had the audacity to tell everybody that I was like a splinter in our marriage because I was painful to deal with, and I constantly got underneath his skin. Right? Like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. All right? But no, it's cool because to me, he was a Sauvignon Blanc because he always left a dry, talky taste in my mouth. And he was white. He can go fuck himself. All right? Yeah, interracial marriages, you guys. It was great. Like, we taught each other things all the time. I taught him, you know, the importance of Black Lives Matter and how to properly season chicken. And he taught me about filing taxes and showing up to places on time, so it was a win-win. But, like, I knew that there was many problems in our marriage, and I was just, like, pushing it under the rug, and I was just like, no, I'm gonna make this work. I mean, it wasn't the fact that he didn't like that I did stand-up comedy, and then there was one time he tricked me into doing meth. No, the red flags was that we met on MySpace, all right? We met on MySpace. Our mutual friend was Tom, and Tom's like, oh, your shit is done. I hate it. Man, like, dude, like, we would get into arguments over the dumbest shit. Like, his favorite thing to argue with me about was my reckless and impulsive spending habits. The fuck does that mean, man? Like, I have a job. I can spend my money however I want, right? I can spend my money however I want. Cool. Okay. So then it's on me if I decide to spend $692.17 at PetSmart, right? That's on me? Yeah, well, the cat was the only black pussy he would pay attention to for 3 straight months, and I was mad as fuck. I should preface this by saying I have a little black cat at home. I love him. He's my schmoopsy pie, all right? He looks like a little Black Panther, so I named him T'Challa, #Wakanda forever. My ex-husband didn't like that name. He was like, I wanted to name him Baby Cakes. I'm like, first of all, your name is Joe. That's the stupidest fucking name in the world. And he didn't like any of the other names I came up with. He didn't like Shadow. He didn't like Midnight. He definitely didn't like little black ass nigga, so we settled on T'Challa. It was fine. So I'm single and my body is tingling. So I'm on dating websites. I hate it. Fucking hate. I hate Bumble and I hate Tinder. Tinder, by the way, should be called Swipe White because there's a lot of Caucasian men on that app. So many. Like, all that fucking privilege and you still can't find a girl willing to fuck you? Like, what? That makes no sense to me. Like, I had to swipe left 35 times before I found a brother on that app. Look closer. It was my actual brother. I had to swipe left another 35 times. Yeah, that's how my dating life goes. So I'm single, which is great because I can spend all my money on me and, to a lesser extent, my cat. When I'm not doing stand-up comedy, I am an emergency medical technician. I hang out with paramedics all day. Thank me for my fucking service. Now I'm gonna tell you that I don't do the cool shit. I don't do the gunshots, the stabbings, the car accidents. No, what I do is I pick up your mama and your papa from the ER and I take them back to the nursing home because they're there because they're biting people. Please go visit these people. Visit your mama and your papa, they're lonely. All right? Do you know what it's like being roundhouse kicked in the face by a 92-year-old woman? Do you know what that's like? I can't even tell you. It's happened so many fucking times, all right? It fucking hurts, I'll tell you that. My God. So the last patient I took care of, I could tell this, it's not a HIPAA violation, or is it? Anyway, the point is, so I'm taking this man to the Hospice of the Western Reserve. I don't know if you guys have that shit down here, but I'm talking to him, and I'm in the room with this old man, my paramedic partner, doctors, nurses, anesthesiologists, and this man's kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids. And I told this man, hey, my name is Marla. I'm your EMT. This is Jack, the paramedic. If there's anything I could do for you, please let me know. This man, this Skeletor-looking man with his steely blue eyes and his crinkle-cut fingers looked at me, pointed, and screamed, "Get this nigger out of my face!" as loud as he could. And everybody in the room starts freaking out. People are crying, tears. And, you know, the family's like, "I'm so sorry. We don't know why Papa would say something like this. Please, please forgive us." And I walk over to the end of his bed, pick up his chart, and I was like, oh, his last name's Hitlerberg. That makes sense. Yeah, just like that joke, the EMT was too dark for them, so I got reassigned. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, Wiley's, what's happening? Where my 20, 30-year-old fellas at? Where you at? Make some noise. Come on, where you at? Y'all we ain't got no 20, 30-year-olds in here. What's up? Y'all are fucked. I'm just gonna educate y'all right the fuck now. I'm 57 years old. Shit's gonna get real, people. Shit's gonna get real, so write that down, sir. You know what I mean? I'm 57. There was a 50-50 chance I could have broke my hip on the steps right now. 50-50. Write that down. I can't go to Walmart like, you know, Walgreens like I used to. I'm in there like I just got out of an old people's party bus, you know, when they go out shopping, when they get that check at the first of the month. I'm buying shit like Flomax, Ben Gay, this shit for called an enema. I don't know if y'all know what an enema is, but it's a gel and you gotta shove it up your own ass. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I've been shitting all my life. What the hell happened? You know what I mean? Oh, and then you go shopping up and down the aisle looking for this shit called a nose trimmer. Because evidently I look like I just went down on the baboon's vagina. Come on now, you dealing with farm animals. You know what I'm talking about, sir. You know what I mean? And every time you go to the doctor, he's gonna want to stick his finger up your ass. Google it, it's real. It's called am I the only one to know this shit? It's called a prostate exam. Google it, it's real. I'm telling you, fellas. That shit is real, and you pay for it. I went last month to the doctor. Sure enough, pants down, ass out. I'm like, Jesus Christ, doc, it's a fucking toothache. What the hell are you doing? I just prayed to God he wasn't going up that way to fix whatever was happening. You know what I mean? And then you might get lucky enough, you'll get that call. Mr. Irvin, you gotta come in for a colonoscopy, sir. Jesus Christ, you know what that is? I know you know, sir. I'm sure you know. But for you young kids that don't know, they take this small camera, about the size of that. They take this small camera and then they shove it up your ass. And at that point you realize that your ass ain't for shitting anymore. Write that down, sir. It's rough. Write that down. I tried dating. Thought I'd do the dating thing. And I'm 57, so like old girlie, my sister back there, I'm on that Tinder. But I'm 57. I ain't got time to wait. So I too just swipe right. Swipe right for everything. Fuck it. I'm swiping right. 2 weeks ago, the shit worked. Yeah, we had a date. We had some dinner. We went out dancing. Oh, I'm sorry, went out dancing. What the fuck is that, fellas? What is that? You know what I mean? We had some drinks. The shit still didn't work out. Jesus Christ. I mean, he was a nice guy and all. You know what I mean? He paid and shit. We just didn't click. You know what I mean? We didn't click. It was all right. But my favorite one I'm on is farmersonly.com. I know you guys know that one. You know, but I take it too far. I got my fucking farmer's overalls on, my farmer's hat, and surround myself with some chickens and shit. I mean, it's Lee's chicken, but it's chicken nonetheless. Hey guys, thank you for coming out, supporting live comedy. My name is Keith Irvin. Enjoy the show.
What's up? Forgive me if I look nervous. I'm actually not supposed to be here right now, or anywhere that serves alcohol for that matter. Got into a little run-in with the law. Got myself a DUI. Yeah. The judge court ordered me to have this device installed in my car. So I have to blow into it before I start it and then periodically throughout the day. The best part is now when my kids ride with other people, they're like, hey, where's that little box you have to blow into to start your car? Shut up! So I was teaching my girlfriend how to drive this, right? And she's like, so I just push the button and I blow until it says okay? And I was like, yeah, if our relationship could be that easy. So my girlfriend stopped blowing me. No, she did. It was a natural decline over time. She used to do it like every day, you know? And now she does it once a week if I'm lucky. One time she was even like, if it's that important, why don't you just masturbate? I was like, masturbate? You got me hooked on heroin and now you want me to go down to this Suboxone clinic once a week? Have a better time scoring in the alley out back. So my girlfriend and I actually broke up. Oh, for a while, and then we got back together. You have to ask yourself this. Would you sell your car and buy it back 2 years later after 3 other people had driven it? No one had changed the oil in thousands of miles, their tire pressure was off. I don't know if they had insurance or not, but it wasn't Allstate because she was not in good hands. When I finally got her back, I was like, come here, let me take a look at you. Now turn around. Now, Jesus Christ, were you rear-ended? She was like, it'll buff out. It's fine. I love my girlfriend. You know what was speaking of wrecks, something else that was a wreck, my childhood. I actually grew up kind of poor, and by poor I mean I used to live in a van with my mom. Yeah, it wasn't so bad until my stepdad would come over. Then I would have to sleep in the tent. Talk about paper-thin walls. Tony must have been an amazing lover. I only say that because my mom used to always say, oh, Tony, you're such an amazing lover. She didn't have her shit together, but she was no liar, if you know what I mean. Speaking of bad parents, I feel like the McRib is the stepfather of sandwiches. Just because it's in and out of your life and it always makes your mom feel bad about herself. Technology is so amazing. It really is. The other day I farted so loud it activated Siri on my phone. She was like, I'm listening. I wish you weren't. We can use this device in our pocket for anything. It's crazy. Access any information in the world. Everything that's ever been in existence is archived in this one place.
That's why I like to use my phone to watch a lot of porn. You know, the kind where you have sex with your stepmom. I know it's a weird fetish. I do it mainly to pretend that my dad's still alive. All right, guys, I've been Johnny Woods. Thanks so much.
Hi. I'm walking up here to in my head to the Backyardigans theme song because TikTok has ruined me. Okay, anyway. It is nice to see all your faces out here. The whole faces, you know, because lately it's been weird. Beth, you probably know, it's been so weird hooking up with people at the bars, you know, because like, you know, the past few months at 10:59 when COVID comes out, you know, you have to pick your partner and then you go home with them and making out a little bit and you look at your guy and you're like, hey, do you have protection? And he leans over and unrolls a brand new mask. Size Magnum, extra large, because his face is a whole lot bigger than everybody else's face. You know, it's ribbed for your pleasure. It's made out of corduroy, you know. Grandma made it because he's super kinky, you know. Or maybe he's one of those guys that doesn't like to wear a mask because he can't feel the virus all over his face. You know, he can't get too close to you. It's just not good for him. It's been a weird time. It's just been a weird time. You know, I've been feeling a little lonely lately, but I didn't want to ask Karen what Brown could do for me, so I went and had a colonoscopy, you know. And you probably don't know what that's like, and I will tell you. It's where you go to this place, and a guy that you don't know gives you drugs, and you black out. And then when you're blacked out, another guy does some really weird stuff to you. And then you wake up with your gown on backwards and you go home. It's just like my senior prom in the 80s. Or that time I guest starred on The Cosby Show. It was a different world. It was. Yeah. So, you know, I've been thinking about getting a tattoo. I, you know, want to look less like a Tupperware lady and more like a badass, you know. But it's taken me a while. I'm still trying to think about what I want to get. You know, I want it something to be really, you know, something that's going to mean something for a long time and be very poignant. Like, I don't know, the barcode for 30% off at Kohl's. Maybe the lyrics to WAP by Cardi B. The Amazon logo smile dick, I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. But actually, I do have a tramp stamp. No, it's just what I call my C-section scar. Because you know I had to put out to get that. So, you know. The great thing about having a C-section, though, is because my birth canal is in mint condition. You know, and if I was on Tinder, I would still put that in my bio. You know. Guys like to ride in a classic, you know. Speaking of my C-section, I have 2 kids. They're not here tonight. They're probably out trying to score some weed and some hookers because middle school has been rough this year. Yeah. No, they're older, but it was more fun when they were younger because, you know, when I packed their lunch, I would write them a little note that said, "Hi, sweetie, have a great day, love, mommy." And now that they're older, the best thing I can do is write notes for their condom boxes. "Hi, sweetie, wrap it before you tap it, love, mommy," you know. Because, I mean, let's face it, that is better birth control because nothing kills your erection like your mom's face, right? I know. I've reached out to the Trojan people for endorsement, and they've not gotten back with me yet. Yeah, so there's that. I recently decided I was tired of the gym. I wanted to get my own home gym together. So I bought all of my gym equipment off of the ads that I got on my feed on Facebook. And that's been really fun. So I got this hula hoop, and I got a shake weight. And I got one of those things that's supposed to make your jaw tighter, you know. And if I do it all at the same time, I can get a full body workout in 10 minutes. And it's like... And I found out that if I throw some Kegels in there, I can get an OnlyFans account, you know. So now what would you do if I just stood up here for the next 5 minutes? I don't know, that's terrible. But you know, we've established that my face looks like a Tupperware lady, right? But Beth, I don't want to sell your LuLaRoe leggings. I don't want to sell your expensive makeup. I really don't want to join your pyramid scheme because I've already been in an MLM and I know it's terrible. Actually, my daughter got me into it. There were meetings and the girls were real bitchy and it was Girl Scouts. It was terrible. My daughter had all these order forms and she passed them out to me and she's like, you need to get all these orders for me and, you know, give them to everybody that you know. I need to sell these cookies. You know, come on, smack it down, Mom. And she's becoming the Samoa Kingpin of Lima, Ohio. I get the job of organizing 5 bajillion boxes of cookies. It's terrible, mostly because I couldn't even eat any of the cookies because I have a gluten intolerance. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my God, she's got a dysfunctional relationship with a cookie and not with a man. Right? I know. So, yeah. So does anybody have any questions? I don't know. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm Jody. Thanks for coming out tonight.
You guys ready to hear your finalists? In no particular order, we have Alex Taylor, Martin Malloy, and Keith Irvin. Come on down, you guys. Come on. Come on. Thank you guys so much. Please tip your servers. They work so hard for you. One more time for all the comics you've seen tonight. We're going to exit out these doors over here. Thank you guys so much. Good night, everybody.